What's up, everybody? So in today's video, I'll be sharing with you exactly how I turn one offer into 5 figures of monthly recurring revenue while working just about 20 plus hours a week. Right? If you need any form of proof, this is a general snapshot of my simple calendar over here, where I only have about a limited number of meetings every week, and also at the same time make anywhere from about $10,000 to about $30,000-$40,000 per month, plus minus, right, when it comes to growing my business. And very quickly about who am I? If you do not know, I've generated more than $6 million of client revenue as a productivity and business coach. Served more than 1,200 customers and about 150 private clients. I was formerly Tony Robbins' #1 affiliate in Asia, and also run a 6-figure coaching business I look forward to working every day. And right now, based in Singapore, my husband, son, and travel-loving introvert, right? And my son was born about 3 to 4 months ago, as I've seen of the video. So you know that everything I share here is basically because it came out of necessity, and I hope it serves you too. So, first things first. So before I share for the rest of the videos, I like to share with a lot of my clients and even my community, which is you want to do what works for you. And whatever I say, again, you don't have to take it as wholesale. My invitation is test it out, refine it, adapt it in a way that works for you. And this is a very powerful framework to think about, which is what's your zone of genius, which is the more you do business in your activities that is based on what you enjoy and what you're great at, the more likely you grow your business. And everything else you want to kind of eliminate, automate, or delegate. And that's how you build a sustainable, profitable business at the end of the day. So one thing to know is, again, do what works for you. You don't have to copy exactly what I do, but I hope some of the principles I share, some examples, trigger you to think about how you can implement it all for yourself. Okay, so the first principle I want to share with you is what I call the straight line method. And why this part sounds simple, but it's so important for me because as I've invested more than about $150,000 of coaching, mentorship, and programs, this was one of the simplest things I did not do for a long time, which is all my content, my ads, my offers, my partnerships, my engagements, right? Everything, right, should have been leading to one core offer. And my challenge was I was testing out different things. I was trying a lot of stuff. I was playing around, and the problem was because there was no one core offer I was promoting and directing everything to. My efforts were messy. I was overwhelmed. I was lost every single week about what to do. And the more I realized that everything, right, my content, my ads, my offers, my traffic should all be directing at the end of the day to one core offer. And a lot of my efforts were just spent on refining, sharpening, making this offer document a lot better, the more money that I made. So the first big suggestion is, do you know what's your one key offer, one key invitation for you to invite the people? So some of it could be an invitation to a one-to-one call, and all efforts drive toward that and let people know openly that that's your main priority or main invitation, right? Or is it a document like mine, right, where just as of this time of this video, just last month I got about 32 clients. Some of them were paid, some of them existing, some of them were new, right? All because my main priority is for people to drive them into one invitation, one offer document. So again, your business, right, at the end of the day will lie all the way down to your offer, right? But you will never be able to promote or drive your business if you don't have a strong offer document. So with that said, let's go on to very quickly about what we mean by your golden offer. So golden offer at the end of the day means you want to have one core offer. So this is really your main thing, where you give everything, right, that you want, that feels amazing for you, which is it could be private support, right, multiple calls over the years, most exclusive and premium service. So main priority is one core offer, but you have multiple levels of access. I'll give you a live example later. So for example, right, number one, you have a core offer, but you can have a signature offer, which could be your community, your group coaching, maybe less one-to-one calls, or maybe just assets parts of a curriculum, right? And the third tier could be the low ticket products, right? The low ticket memberships or digital workshops, right? Workshops, online courses, and bundle. And the last one is just free, right? Which is content lead managed events. And why is this chart really one of my favorite charts over the past 5 years of launching my business? Is because what I realized is most people would actually have a separate activities for products, right? For free content, for a group program, or their core offer, right? And what happens is because people are duplicating so much time and effort, all right, on growing their business, they barely have time to actually deliver, right, to sustain. But with this mindset of one core offer, multiple levels of access, where everything I do, including my free content, my products, right, my group coaching, all will be delivered via my core offer as well. And so when people pay me the highest, they get the most of me. But people pay lower levels of income, of sales, right, or price points, they just get different parts of access to me. And so one key example is that even my free content one of my main priorities, my free content, that is even my paid clients get access as well. And so when I think from that point of view, where everything I do, right, is meant for my main clients, and all other parts are just extracting parts of me, right, for my clients, that's when I save so much time in terms of delivery and sales and marketing. Where right now my business, I spend about 80% of my time on sales and marketing, right, 80% of my time on delivery, right, and about 20% of time on sales and marketing. So again, one core offer, multiple levels of access. And so this is an example of what I mean for my program. And so this is not the video. So everyone, for example, when they join me, right, they get an official Kickstart call. They get to access all my playbooks, my modules, right? It's all hosted in one school community, right? And then they have weekly calls. However, if you're in the inner circle, you also get unlimited coaching and support in the private community. So if you are membership, you might not get my direct coaching and feedback as much as those inner circle private mentorship. You also get private messaging with me and my team, right? And for the private clients, you get about advanced masterminds, right, or a monthly mentorship call. So let me give a quick example. So in my program, right now there's what I call an essential tier, where people can sign up even with, I think right now, a $7 trial, and then they can just sign up for a couple of $100 per month as of this time of the video, and they get my school community. Right, they get all my access, my modules, my playbooks, same exactly as my private clients, and they also get my community where I share my updates, my videos, my latest stuff, and all. They can ask questions in community as well, but they don't get private access to me, and they have to do it through the community as well. Okay, so that's the essential tier. Another hand, right, is the core tier, where they get more private access to me. So they get private access to my WhatsApp group over here. They get to join exclusive events only for inner circle and private mentorship clients, and they can ask me questions personally. And I won't just direct them to school community, right? Only if needed. So again, this is just a second layer. Again, all of this is all for my private clients, but I give it to them as well. And then for my most premium tier, my private mentorship clients, they get advanced mastermind sessions, right, that I conduct every 1 to 3 months. They get a private group chat with me and my entire team, so they get exclusive, high priority, right, creator access to me, and they also get one-to-one monthly meetups with me, right? Sometimes physical, sometimes virtual, right, depending on what they might need as well. So again, I'm not running an agency where I do things for people at this time, but basically, again, it's back down to one single offer, 2 to 3 tiers of access. So instead of trying to have multiple offers, right, for multiple group of clients, think about how can you host it all under one big circle, one big offer, and then just offer multiple level access to you. And that's how you save a lot more time as well. Okay, so, and the next priority, right, or the next framework I'm going to give you for my golden offer that allowed me to build multiple 5 figures, right, of money recurring revenue over the years with just 20 plus hours a week, which is this entire thing called the daily client machine. So what I do is I actually distinguish or I differentiate my community, my list, with 3 categories of people. So number 1 is leads. So leads are just basically people, anyone that I'm allowed to contact through my business. It could be my followers, my subscribers, people subscribe to my channels. So these are leads, and leads are people who have not paid me yet. So very important thing again, leads are people who have not paid me yet, and mostly I track them through content, right? But it could be through partnerships, through ads, my lead magnet, so on and so forth. So leads are people who are great amount of followers. They follow me because they are curious, but we want to upgrade them to what we call a customer ASAP. So a customer, right, is someone that's paid me even $9, right, or even $5. So these are people who have actually opened their digital wallets, right, actually paid me something before. And why we distinguish them is because a customer psychology is always going to be different from lead, someone who's never paid me money. A customer, typically because they pay you money before, unconsciously going to be more open to reading your emails. They'll be more open to conversing with you. They're more open to having chats with you. They're more open to potentially working with you as well. So right now, right, at this time of this video, one of the main things I was able to do to get a lot of different clients, right, is because I was not just aiming from leads to clients immediately, but also because I was able to get a bunch of customers as well. And this is when we extract products, right, from our golden offer, and we just promote it online. So it could be online workshops, it could be digital courses, it could be bundles, so and so forth. And then this is what people pay me to. And then, of course, the last thing is clients, right? So whatever I do, I would then invite them to join my offer through a document, right? And so over here at a client level, they are more likely to pay me money already because they have seen me as a customer. They are more really trust me. They already know how idea of I work. They resonate my values, and that's why they're able to get our clients. So by the time they read their document, they're already pre-sold. They're way more likely to work with me already. So are there chances where a lead might go to a client almost immediately? Yes, but usually very rare. So this is usually the main thing I prioritize, which is how do I get someone who signs up my stuff for free, right? All the way to being a customer, and then all the way to being a client. So this is what I call the daily client machine. Okay, so again, I hope this quick video walkthrough was useful for you. So if you prefer not to do all of whatever I shared alone, and you also want to build a multiple 5-figure MRR business, work hopefully about 20 plus hours a week, and work in a way that you enjoy rather than where you feel obligated to, right? If you want to download all my word-for-word templates and resources, and this is everything I used to charge a couple of thousands of dollars, right? If you want access to it, but you get all of it for $9. I'm just practicing what I preach. In my opinion, this $9 product is the most important product in my entire business, right? Because this gives you the preview, right? This gives you quick wins, and this gives you an idea of how I work. And again, if you feel that $9 was not worth it, you get everything back as well. All right, so there's 100% risk free. So again, what do you get? You get a go no offer training, right? Entire framework about how I craft no-brainer offers. You get my entire 6 pillars offer checklist. So the step-by-step conversion must have. You get a simple pricing strategy to get multiple easy yeses without overthinking it. You get a fill-in-the-blank offer template. So the wonderful thing is not just theory. You get to immediately implement it yourself with a fill-in-the-blank offer template. You get a 7 daily activity. One of my favorite activities I've done with about 80 plus clients to generate anywhere from 150 to 200 qualified leads, multiple coaching calls, and multiple clients, even if you're starting from scratch. So this is one of my favorite activity I've been getting about 80 plus of my private clients to do already. It's been one of my most successful strategies to date. And again, you also get my AI tool Vault, which is my personal prompts to do all of the above in about 60 minutes or less. So again, you get all the training, the understanding of first principles, but I get to implement it almost immediately. And even if you have not started business before, you get a 7 daily activity, which a lot of my clients have used as well. Okay, so a couple of bonuses you get my top 5 favorite posts of all time, the formula that helped build 12,000 followers. Not the most, not the least, but a lot of them are qualified people who are my clients after that. You get my entire sales script. So again, this itself could be a training or product that most people would pay for already, which is you get my exact word-for-word scripts, how I handle objections, right? In terms of any one-to-one calls you do in a way that's not salesy as well. So for context, I have about 70% conversion rates of my one-to-one calls. So if you want to model after it, which my clients have paid a couple of $100 to $1,000 to access, you get it all for free with just $9. You also get my 24/7 content, emails, and scripts audit. So this is the exact auditing process, training that I walk through with my clients that can do it for entire life. So this is something that even I do for myself when I audit my own content, and get it all for free as well. And at the same time, get all my behind the scenes documents, my slides, my walkthrough about my entire business. I think that was 800 plus, but again, at this time of this video, it was 792K plus, right, for my main program. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want, grab it. It's $9. That's 100% risk free anyway. And hopefully this invites you to my world. And if you're amazing, if you're going to be a client in the future, amazing. Again, if not, no problem. I hope this $9 gives you quick wins, and all I ask is for you to implement it and get some great results from it, right? So with that, I'll see you in the next video, and have an amazing day ahead. Bye.